Hello, my dear students. This is Abhishek Mishra, Faculty of Social Studies at Mount Literacy School, Jhansi. In this video, we are going to study political theory, chapter number 2, that is freedom. In my last video, we had studied the ideals of freedom. What are the limited extent or what are the basic definitions that are related to freedom. Now, here we will understand what the actual freedom is. What is freedom? So, a simple answer to the question is freedom is the absence of constraints, जीवन में रुकावटों का ना होना, restrictions ना होना. If you are not restricted by anyone, it means you have the freedom. If you want to do something and there is no one to interrupt you, to put an interference in your work, it can be said that you are free. So, freedom can be found there where there are an absence of external constraints on any individual. Suppose this is a person A, and if he wants to become a doctor, so the government is not putting any restraints over him. His parents, society, friends, no one is interfering in his work, and he is studying very well, and in near future hopefully he will become a doctor. So we can say that he is free to become a doctor. Now, in terms of this definition, an individual could be considered free if he or she is not subjected to external controls or coercion and is able to make independent decision and act in an autonomous way. However, absence of constraint is only one dimension of freedom. So when a person can work in autonomous way freely, that is to be said, so he or she may considered as free. But absence of this constraint is only one dimension of freedom. There may be some constraints which are necessary according to the prevalent condition of the society. Now, so there should be something that can be explained as a constraint in terms of freedom. So freedom is something where people are free to express themselves and develop their potential. Freedom in this sense is the condition in which people can develop their creativity and capabilities. And both these aspects of freedom, the absence of external constraints as well as the existence of condition in which people can develop their talents, are important. If I am a citizen of India, so it is the sole responsibility of the government to provide some facilities, some special conditions to me so that I can perceive my goals, and not only to me, to everyone. If any country, any government is providing you that opportunity where you can fulfill your achievements, where you can fulfill your goals, so here you can see that you are free. A free society would be one which enables all its members to develop their potential with the minimum of social constraint. कम से कम सामाजिक रुकावटें लगाकर जहां व्यक्ति को फ्री किया जाता है कि अपने पोटेंशियल के हिसाब से अपने गोल्स को, अपने स्किल्स को वो डेवलप कर सकता है, अपने गोल्स को अचीव कर सकता है. सो ही और शी में बी कॉल्ड एज फ्री. एज यू नो, नो इंडिविजुअल लिविंग इन सोसाइटी कैन होप टू एंजॉय टोटल एब्सेंस ऑफ एनी काइंड of constraint or restriction. It becomes necessary then to determine which social constraints are justified and which are not, which are acceptable and which are not, or which to be removed. So to understand the social constraint, why they are necessary, discussions are done on the core relationship between the individual and the society or group, community, state, or within a country in which he or she is placed. If you are, suppose, a person who is P, you are living in a society here. Though you may have freedom, you can do whatever you like, but being a member of this society, Q, you have to obey some rules and regulation, and you have to put a self curtailment over your freedom where the freedom of others will start. समाज में रहते हुए हमें कई सारी बार अपनी स्वतंत्रताओं पर रुकावट लगाना पड़ती हैं. तो कहीं ना कहीं समझना ज़रूरी है कि वो कौन सी फ्रीडम है जो जस्टिफाइड है, वो कौन सी फ्रीडम है जो एक्सेप्टेबल है और कौन सी एक्सेप्टेबल नहीं है. नाउ So we would need to see which features of the society allow the individual the freedom to choose, decide, or act, and which do not. So we would need to determine which features are desirable and which are not, which should be removed and which should not. तो कहीं ना कहीं समाज में अगर आप रह रहे हैं तो आपको पता होना चाहिए कि कौन कौन से वो एरियाज़ हैं वेयर यू कैन एक्सरसाइज योर फ्रीडम, और वो कौन कौन से एरियाज़ हैं जहाँ पर रेस्ट्रिक्शंस लगाई जा सकती हैं, एंड दीज रेस्ट्रिक्शंस शुड बी जस्टिफाइड। ये रेस्ट्रिक्शंस जो लगाई जाएंगी ये जस्टिफाइड होनी चाहिए। नाउ मूविंग फर्दर, सो फर्दर वी नीड टू सी इफ द principles which we use to differentiate necessary from unnecessary constraint also apply to the relationships between individuals and groups and nations. Thus far, we have defined freedom as the absence of constraint. To be free means to reduce or minimize social constraints that limit our ability to make choices freely. However, this is only one aspect of freedom. To put it in another way, freedom also has a positive dimension. सो आपके फ्रीडम पे सोशल कॉन्स्ट्रेंट लगाए जा सकते हैं, आपको कहीं ना कहीं कभी ना कभी किसी ना किसी एक पॉइंट ऑफ टाइम पर आपको आपकी फ्रीडम एक्सरसाइज करने से रोका जा सकता है, बट कॉन्स्ट्रेंट को केवल और केवल आप नेगेटिव मान लें ऐसा नहीं हो सकता है। देयर आर सम पॉजिटिव वेज इन विच कॉन्स्ट्रेंट्स आर हेल्पफुल। कई सारी जगह पे ये रुकावटें जो हैं ये ठीक होती हैं। रात को 12 बजे सपोज़ किसी व्यक्ति का मन करता है कि वो म्यूज़िक प्लेयर बड़ी लाउड वॉइस पर चलाए, बट मोहल्ले के दूसरे लोगों को इससे परेशानी हो जाएंगी। दो दैट पर्सन कैन क्लेम कि ही हैज़ द फ्रीडम टू एक्ट अकॉर्डिंग टू हिम, बट एज पर द वेलफेयर ऑफ द सोसाइटी देयर शुड बी सम कॉन्स्ट्रेंट्स ओवर हिज फ्रीडम और हर फ्रीडम। सो दैट मे बी द पॉजिटिव आउटकम ऑफ द constraint. Now, to be free, a society must widen the area in which individuals, groups, communities, or nations will be able to charter their own destiny and be what they wish to be. Freedom in this sense allows the full development of the individual's creativity, sensibilities, and capabilities, be in sports, science, art, music, or explanation. So freedom जो है it should be guided first, and when you are exercising your freedom by abiding some rules and regulations, आप जब अपनी स्वतंत्रता का इस्तेमाल कायदे कानून के साथ करते हैं तो आप अपनी क्रिएटिविटी को भी एनहांस करते हैं, आपके अंदर सहनशीलता होती है, सेंसिबिलिटीज़ होती हैं, आप रैशनल डिसीजन ले सकते हैं, आपकी कैपेबिलिटीज़ बढ़ सकती हैं और आप किसी भी क्षेत्र में एक अच्छा कार्य कर सकते हैं। अ फ्री सोसाइटी इज़ द वन दैट enables one to pursue one's interest with a minimum of constraints. Freedom is considered valuable because it allows us to make choices and to exercise our judgment. It permits the exercise of the individual's powers of reason and judgment. तो एक फ्री सोसाइटी वो सोसाइटी होती है that is allowing anyone to live in a society peacefully and simultaneously at the same time when the society is allowing you to work according to your choice, to exercise your judgment. So this can be the particular definition of a free society. एक स्वतंत्र समाज वह कहा जाता है जहाँ कोई व्यक्ति पूर्ण रूप से अपनी चॉइसेस, अपनी इच्छाओं के हिसाब से काम कर सकता है, अपने गोल्स को अचीव कर सकता है, चीज़ों के प्रति जजमेंटल हो सकता है जहाँ उसे लगता है कि चीज़ें उसके मुताबिक नहीं हो रही हैं या उसके अधिकारों का हनन हो रहा है. सो ही और शी में डायरेक्टली अप्रोच टू द कोर्ट. Now, from where these constraints come? What are the sources of constraints? रुकावटें आती कहाँ से हैं? रुकावटें स्वतंत्रता में किसी प्रकार की अच्छी कही जा सकती हैं, बट who imposes these restrictions? From where does the constraint come? कहाँ से आता है ये? देखें. So restrictions on the freedom of individual may come from domination and external controls. Such restrictions may be imposed by force or they may be imposed by a government through laws which embody the power of the rulers over the people and which may have the backing of force support. Suppose you are living in a country that is dictatorship. As you are very well versed about the functioning of the dictatorship, no freedom will be given to you. There may be some rules and regulations that will be strictly imposed on you. It means restrictions are there. फोर्सफुली जहाँ लोगों पर कायदे कानून आरोपित किए जाते हों, उनको उनके अधिकारों के हिसाब से काम ना करने दिया जाता हो, उसे हम एक रेस्ट्रिक्शन या एक कॉन्स्ट्रेंट कहते हैं. सो दिस वॉज द फॉर्म ऑफ कॉन्स्ट्रेंट रिप्रेजेंटेड बाय colonial रूलर्स over their subject or by the system of apartheid in South Africa. Some form of government may be inevitable, but if the government is a democratic one, the members of a state could restrain some control over their rulers. That is why democratic government is considered to be an important means of protecting the freedom of the people. See, in a democracy, rulers are elected by the people. So the government is conscious about the needs and the wishes of the people. So freedom is given to the people in a democratic country, but unlike democracy, like you have seen the apartheid regime in South Africa, so blacks were discriminated over there. Here we can say that an absence of freedom can be found. Some more content related with freedom we'll see in our next video. Till then, thank you, goodbye, and God bless.